Alrighty, so we, for this lesson, are working on understanding angles, okay? So, an angle is formed by two rays. An array is a line that ends on one side, so this is an endpoint, you can see right here, okay? So this is your endpoint, this is a ray, and then you see on the other end it has an arrow, which means it continues, okay? So an angle is formed by two of those sharing a common endpoint. So you can see they're sharing this endpoint. So here's one ray, here's another ray, and they share a common endpoint. And angles can be different sizes. The way we measure them, they are measured by the amount of rotation or turning from one ray to another. So for example, here's the base ray at the bottom. That's my term. That's not the official term. So you can see this is where we're starting. And if it's flat, okay, right here. So you look at the straight one. If you were to go a quarter turn, so like a quarter of a full circle, so you can see this is 1/4 of the circle, it would look like this. If you were to go to half a turn or a half of the full circle, then it looks like this. And if you were to go a full turn, you can see it, there's actually right here, you can't see it, but there's two rays on top of each other. So that's a full turn. So the rays started here, like the hands of a clock, and it goes all the way around, full turn, okay? So here, if we want to draw an angle that measures 1/4 of a turn, okay, so we would start with our flat one, so like this, and you can see they go all the way out, okay? If it's 1/4 of a turn, and then it's going to go straight up. And you can see there's a little shape right there, okay? Because this would be a 90-degree angle, a right angle, which we'll talk more about later, and you should have some knowledge of from 3rd grade, okay? Then it says draw an angle that measures less than 1/4 of a turn. So if we wanted, I'm going to get another color, okay? So if we wanted to do an angle that measures less than 1/4 of a turn, I'll do it yellow. So it would be right on top, and then if it was less, we could do that, okay? So I'll put this right here. If you want to get two colors, you can. Maybe do one in pencil and one in colored pencil, okay? Then this one says step 1, draw an angle that measures 1/4 turn. So again, we're just gonna go straight across and then go straight up, okay? So that's 1/4 of a turn. Here's our right angle, which is 90 degrees. And then we're going to draw an angle that measures greater than 1/4 of a turn. So again, my yellow is going to be right on top of my blue. And then I'm going to go, how about there? Because that's greater. So you see how it's the space in between the rays is bigger. Okay, so that's a greater angle. This one, the space in between our second ray is smaller. So I'm going to just give my little key here. Okay. Angles can be measured in a more precise way than turns. So remember, this is how much did we turn. The unit used to measure an angle is called a degree. So a circle has a 360 degrees. And some of you that know about things like skateboarding know that if you turn all the way around, that's a 360. And you turn all the way around, so you start facing one way, you spin all the way around, and you're facing the same way. So a circle is made up of 360, okay? So if we go 1/4 of a turn, that would be 90 degrees. I told you that up here. So this is 90, okay? Because 1/4 of 360 is 90. If we went 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, we would get 360s, okay? If you did a half turn, that's a 180. So again, my skateboarding, or I think in mountain biking or whatever, if you turn half of a circle, it's 180. And then because you turned halfway, if you turn all the way around and you're facing the same direction that you were before, then again, that is a 360, okay? So 90, and the part of it is right here, okay? This is 180, which means this is also 180, right? And then the whole thing would be 360, okay? So if we flip over to here, we're gonna draw lines to match each figure to its description. So this one, if we take a look, we know that this is I'm going to just label it to help me. So this is 90 degrees. It's all, and we do degrees. We put this little, that means degrees. That's the symbol for degrees instead of writing it out. So that's a 90 degree. It's also a 1/4 turn. Okay, so let's read them. An angle with a measure greater than 1/4 turn, but less than a half turn. So we're actually, if it's greater than, it can't be that one. An angle with a measure less than 1/4 turn, can't be that one. An angle with a measure of 1/4 turn. That is definitely that one. So let's draw a line. You can just pick a spot right there, okay? An angle with a measure, and I think we're supposed to put the measure underneath. So let's put that it is 90 degrees, okay? Let's look at this one. So this one is straight across, so that would be a 180, okay? Or it'd be a half turn. So let's start reading. So this one is an angle with a measure greater than 1/4 turn, but less than 1/2. So it can't be that one. An angle with a measure less than 1/4. An angle with a measure of 1/2. So it's that one. So again, just grab a spot and draw a line. And then underneath it, we're going to write 180 degrees. Okay? This one, so remember, if it was right here, I'm going to use my yellow. If it was right here, that would be a 90. So this one is less than 90. And I think I saw one, let's see, that said that. So an angle with a measure greater than 1/4 but less than 1/2. It's not that. An angle with a measure less than 1/4. Oh, there it is. So let's draw a line. And right here we're going to write, so we have to estimate. Okay? So if this was 90, we're about half, maybe a little bit more than half. So half of 90 is 45. So I think maybe we could say it's a little bit more than half. So let's do 50, okay? So I'm going to put 50 degrees. Maybe it is 45, I'm not sure, okay? This one is greater than 1/4, so let's read. An angle with a measure greater than 1/4 turn, but less than half. So remember, your half would be your 180, and if it went all the way across, okay? So it has to be this one because it says greater than 1/4, but less than a half. So let's draw our line. Okay, and what do you guys think? So if this right here would be 90 from here to here, and if it went all the way, it'd be 180. I think we could do half would be between 95, it'd be 85 total. Could add another 40. Let's just do 90 plus 45 would be half. So 100, 110, 120, we'll do 135. That sounds like a nice estimate. 135 degrees, okay? An angle with a, and since this is last, we can just kind of look at it and we'll draw our line, but an angle with a measure greater than a half. So if we look, our 1/2 would be, I'm going to use my second color. 1/2 would be there. That's 180. Greater than a half, but less than a full. A full would mean that it spun all the way around, and so these are on, oh, sorry. These are on top of each other. So greater than a half, but less than a full. Okay, do you see that? So if it's greater than a half, but less than a full, then that would leave us right there, okay? So 180 would be if it went all the way across. So this could probably be like maybe, what do you guys think? This one we said 135. It's further than that. Let's do like, and 180 would be all the way. So we're past 180. Maybe 210. Do you see how I'm getting that? Because over here you can see, so 180 would be here, so 190, 200, 210. I think that's a good number, right? So you can see definitely with your boom cards, you're going to want to have this out so you can use it to reference like the different sizes, remembering that this is 90, this is 180, this is 360. You might need that for the boom cards. And you can use this to help you as well, okay? But just understand how the circle works and how it turns, okay? Good job, guys.